Thank you and welcome to the show this morning. The topic this morning is the Bill Allen case and the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, the NAACP. And we're fortunate to have with us members of the NAACP to talk about one of the most important criminal cases in Nashville over the last many years. Our first guest is Dr. DrCKimbrough, also a longtime member of the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, Ms. Tasha Thompson, another member of the NAACP, and Pastor Kay Walker, who is also a frequent guest on this show, dealing with a whole variety of problems and challenges. And all three are here this morning to talk about Bill Allen and the Bill Allen case. Dr. Kimbrough, let's start with you by having you to give us some information in terms of the Bill Allen case itself. Take a couple of minutes of doing that, and then we'll move on to Ms. Thompson and Pastor Walker in reference to this case. When we talk about the Bill Allen case, and what are we talking about in the NAACP?
We are talking about a case to make, if you summarize it by saying, the most outstanding case where there was very little justice done, and too many acts of injustice during a criminal case. Bill Allen, I talked with him maybe 4 or 5 months ago, and thinking at that time that I had not known him as long as I had, but he reminded me that as early as 1973, before I was president of the Nashville branch of the NAACP, I had visited the prison, and he told me, he said, "No, Dr. Kimbrough, you knew me earlier than when after I came off the run, so to speak, because you were trying to get an NAACP chapter started in the prison." And so I remembered that. But what was so outstanding about it is that Bill Allen has been making a plea through appeals and what have you in the as a result of this act that took place in January 16, 1968, in the death of 2 policemen.
Very good. Now, Ms. Thompson, you're rather new to the Bill Allen case. Why don't you talk about your relationship with this case and the NAACP itself?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Dr. Haney, for having us on this program. I first became involved with the Bill Allen case through another pastor, the pastor of my church, who he was friends with Dr. Kimbrough, and he told me about the Bill Allen case because of my history in the media and passion for social justice. And to be honest, I was a little hesitant to get involved with the case at first because it is controversial because of the facts involved. But when I started looking over the details of the case, I said I just had to learn more. So I went and I met Bill Allen. I went to the prison and met Bill Allen and talked to him and got his side of the story. And once I met him and I read the books, I just knew it was something that I had to be involved in and help out in any way that I can. I work with the NAACP as well. I'm with the PR and media with the NAACP. And I've been helping out with social media and just trying to get the word out. And we're really putting forth several more initiatives so that the public can get a chance to hear Bill's side of the story, because I don't believe that they've had the opportunity to hear Bill's side of the story, and I believe that that will make a huge difference when they do that through social media.
And Pastor Walker, of course, we've got about 1.5 minutes in this segment, and when we come back, we'll start with you doing that second segment. But give us some statements in terms of your involvement with the NAACP as well as the Bill Allen case. Take about 1 minute to do that, and then we'll start with you when we come back doing the second segment.
All right, Dr. Hayes, well, I'm involved with NAACP as a co-chair of the Legal Redress Committee. Of course, I've always had a great interest in social justice and all the injustices and things that are taking place in our society that we're living in. So it's just a proper fit for me, you know. So I got involved with the NAACP about a year ago, and been trying to work with them ever since in terms of the